Hare Krishna. Today we are discussing on 15th verse of the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Panchajanyam rshikesho devadattam dhananjaya Poundram dadamo mahashangam bhima karma vrugotara. The meaning of this verse is rshika isha. Panchajanyam rshikesho. So here, if we split the rshikesh, rshika, isha. Isha means the controller, rshika is the various senses in the body. That includes eyes, ears, nose, mouth. There are 9 holes in the body, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, and 1 mouth. There is a genital and rectum. These are the 9 different holes, and all these senses, including the mind, intelligence, all these things are originally owned and controlled by Krishna. Therefore, he is called Rshika Isha, the controller of all senses of all living entities. According to their desire, he controls. If they don't desire to be controlled, then Krishna let it loose, become uncontrolled. So therefore, he is called Rshika Isha. So that Rshika Isha is blowing here conch shell called Panchajanya. So in Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, Krishna said, Sarvada pani padam tad sarvado akshi shiro mugam sarvada shrudhimal loge sarvam avritya trishtadi. Sarvada pani padam tad, everywhere are my hands and legs. Sarvado akshi shiro mugam, everywhere are my eyes, akshi, shira, head, mukam, face. Sarvada shrudhimal loge, everywhere are my ears. In this way, I have covered this entire universe. Sarvam avritya trishtari. So, all of our senses are actually owned by the Lord. This is just like a rented house. There are 2 owners. One is the original owner, the other one is the tenant. The tenant takes care of the house, and also when there is a need for, he will protect the house. Plus, he is paying to the owner as well. So, he is a tenant. An original owner is there. Original owner knows everything about the building. The tenant may not know. Similarly, in the body there are 2 souls. One soul is we, living entity, and the other one is the super soul, God. Just like in every room there is a light and also there is a sunshine. The sunshine is far away, but he is closer as well. Similar, in the same way, God is present in the body, and living entity is also present in the body. But God is not the person who is actually working. The jiva is working. God is providing all the facilities. And if he has some desires, God actually fulfills that desire. By obtaining from somewhere, he arranges everything. So therefore, he is the original controller of the body. So body means senses. So the senses will be ceased when the soul leaves the body. So the body has the senses, especially the gross senses, eye, ear, nose, and all those things. But mind, intelligence, and false ego goes with the soul when he dies. So therefore the desires are there. The desires are always going with the spirit soul, leaving this body. So original proprietor is actually Krishna. Therefore he is called Rshika Isha. So he blew the conch shell called Panchajanya. So Panchajanya was a demon. Krishna killed him and took that conch shell. Actually, Panchajanya is an eternal conch shell for the Lord. Whenever he come to this material world, everything has an origin. For example, chakra was given by Parashuram. Then he has Kaumodagi, then he has Sahadev, which is called sword, then Saranga bow, conch shell. Like that, different personalities endows the Supreme Lord to use it. But actually all these weapons are Krishna's eternal weapons, and of course conch shell is for blessings, blessing the devotees, conch shell and the lotus, and chakra and Kaumodagi is for killing demons. So it's like that the Lord actually obtained this particular conch shell by killing a demon. When his spiritual master and his wife asked him to pay Guru Dakshina, the Lord asked them what they want as the Guru Dakshina. So they wanted Guru Dakshina as their son. The son was dead 25 years ago. And the Lord, and they asked these two members, Krishna and Balaram is extraordinary. Therefore, we don't want to ask any kind of ordinary blessings or Guru Dakshina from them. So they asked Punardatta. The son's name was Punardatta, who actually died 25 years ago in Prabhaksha Kshetra. Prabhaksha Kshetra is actually in Dwaraka, Gujarat. So it was by the ocean. So these boys actually went for a picnic and he was sitting somewhere by the beach. So the ocean wave took him away. So when he actually took him away, the conch shell demon was the person who actually ate him. And naturally, his soul will be transported to the Yamaraja's place. So the Lord actually said, I will try to get this boy. So he and Balaram went to Prabhaksha Kshetra and asked for Varunadev to deliver the boy. Varunadev said that I do not have my Lord. So there is a demon living there. He eats all these pilgrims coming here, people, those who come to do their picnic by the beach. He takes them inside, coming in the, on the waves, and he takes everyone and eat them. So it becomes so uncontrollable, I am unable to even chase him or chastise him. I can't do that because he is so powerful. So you may actually take care of him. He is sleeping inside the conch shell. So the Lord and Balaram dived into the ocean and found him, ignited the fire there, and when the fire actually spread all over him inside the water, fire on the water, so the demon came out of the conch shell, and he saw these tender boys. He thought, oh, here are two tender boys. I can have my meal by killing them and eating them. So he ran towards Krishna, and Krishna fought with him and slashed him off. So, but they couldn't find the soul there. Naturally, Balram said has become, unnecessary, killed this fellow. But Lord actually said his time has come because he has killed all these people. Our advent in this world is to deliver the pious and kill the miscreants. So let us go. Let us use this conch shell for our purpose. So he took the conch shell. Let us go to the Yamaraja's kingdom. So he went to Yamaraja's kingdom and blew the conch shell there. So Yamaraj, some or other, the whole Samyamani. Yamaraj lives in the planet called Samyamani. So Yamaraj came out of the palace and immediately recognized who are these members. He paid obeisances and asked them what he can actually do for them. So they said, our spiritual master said that he lost his son 25 years ago. We need that soul. So the Yamaraj said that he is not with me. He has taken birth somewhere. The Lord actually said, bring him wherever he is. And he shouldn't be remembering anything what was going on here or what happened here. So Yamaraj accepted the order and brought Punardat from some other species of life, human being only. He brought him and said, Lord, I don't have any right or capacity or skill to reproduce his body. So Krishna said, don't worry about it. Immediately Lord requested Vaishnavi, Mother Parvati, to produce the same body. And she did it, and the soul entered, and the boy came back to life. One thing you can actually understand from here, Krishna is the person who brings the dead to life. He brings, in the future, Arjuna is going to die, not in battlefield. After that, it is mentioned in Jaimini Bharat. This is Mahabharata, there is a Jaimini Bharat. There Arjuna gets killed by his own son, Babruvahan. Krishna brings him back to life. Such a personality cannot have death at all. Therefore, the Lord actually says, Ajo Abhishan Avyatma. I am unborn. My body never deteriorates. Bhudanam Ishvara Abhishan. All living entities, the supreme controller is me. Pragratim sam adhishtaya. I use my own internal potency. Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. In my own potency, I actually advent in this world, millennium after millennium. So we have to understand Krishna's position. He has a Satchidananda Vigraha body, not the body made of material elements. Therefore, he has no material senses and mind. So he doesn't need to actually control his own mind and body, because it's already controlled, because it is spiritual. But he controls all the material senses. So that is the power of God. So he comes on his own body and he goes back in his own body. He never leaves the body here at all. If anybody has shown that, that was the wrong philosophy. Try to understand that. So, understanding Rshikesh is the Supreme Person, we must engage in his service to get our senses controlled by chanting his name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We chant Nirandaram, continuously, always, whenever there is time. Never ever believe the flickering mind. This mind is the cause of our distraction, also cause of our elevation. As long we engage in the service of the Lord, the mind will be controlled. The mind is programmed to be controlled only by engaging in the service of the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, this mind will bring the oceans of desires, one after another. Apurya manam achala pradishtam samudram abaha pravishanti sarve. Just like the rivers enters into the ocean, the desires of the material desires enters into the heart of the living entities constantly. Is just because we are not chanting properly. So let us chant the holy name of the Lord, at least from tomorrow, if not today. Because Makara Sankaranti is coming, and heavenly planet, the daytime breaks up. Means the Prabhadam, the morning, is going to be in the heavenly planet. The night is over. From Uttarayana to Dakshinayana, 6 months is there 12 hours. And Dakshinayana to Uttarayana again. That is their night. They go to sleep. Now they are going to wake up tomorrow. Um, that is the meaning of Uttarayana. So let us actually commit it to the Lord or to ourselves by chanting the holy name of the Lord. This year, 2013, we have come out of fresh, as a fresh person, come out of so many tragedies and calamities and pandemic problems, and now still going on. We can stop that. The one that is going to come, we can stop it. What is gone, we can actually purify without caring for it by chanting the holy name of the Lord. So that is Rshikesh. Panjajanyam Rshikesho. And we will continue tomorrow the same verse, part 2. Thank you. Hare Krishna.